Hello, CSI Golden Eagles. Welcome to episode 39 of the Knowledge Nest. This is Reed Hepler, your Digital Initiatives Librarian. First off, some announcements. This week at the library, we have the murder mystery happening that Ross and Allison have wonderfully set out for us. We have a lot of things you can learn and just have some fun here at the library. We also have trivia. And those have been updated. We now have a paper form of the trivia question. It's really snazzy. And additionally, we have some inspirational quotes that we would like you to pick up if you're needing encouragement in some way. We're here to help you. Related to those changes, we also have other changes as far as our collections. We're happy to announce that in the future, we're going to have our fiction books cataloged by the last name of the author and the first word in the title, or some variation of that form. We haven't officially decided on exactly what we're going to do, but the point is, we're not going to have Library of Congress catalog numbers for our fiction books. And this is in response to several patrons asking for things like this. We just feel that the Library of Congress system is too difficult to navigate, especially if you're just looking for, you know the title, you know the author, you don't need to know all the numbers. And so this is another way that we're going to simplify looking at our collections. We've done similar things with the Spanish collection and with the graphic novels collection, and having all the fiction books together just makes sense. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to separate those out from the other books in the collection as well. Additionally, we note that there have been some difficulties with digital records of our holdings. There are some books that we put them into the catalog, but then they don't automatically show up for some reason. We're talking with EBSCO and Circe Dynix about that. But please note, if you have issues accessing any digital records or digital iterations of items, we're here to help with access to those things as well. So please help us help you. Reach out to us. Please contact us if you have any questions regarding that. Another news, and actually I just got information on this from Ryan Junt, we have our Ningio cybersecurity update. We have a wonderful team and a new format for alerting people to spam emails and potential viruses and cybersecurity in general. So please, as your digital initiatives librarian, engage in cybersecurity. There's a cybersecurity page provided by the federal government, by Idaho. Obviously, CSI has their own resources, and we have an onboarding for all people here to learn about cybersecurity and what skills they should use, digital literacy, which was kind of related to information literacy. So please use these skills that are provided by Ryan Jund and his wonderful onboarding emails and resources. Related to this, information literacy and security is our topic for this week, the Magdeburg unicorn. This is the image that you see before you. It's the partial fossilized skeleton of a woolly rhinoceros. It was discovered in the mid-17th century in Germany, and some monks found it, and they tried to reconstruct it, and a lot of naturalists and biologists and such gathered together and tried to make sense of it, and this is what they came up with. Now, obviously, this is not a unicorn. It's not even a complete animal. But this is what they thought it was a Magdeburg unicorn. And so this is one of the worst fossil reconstructions in human history. This, fellow students, faculty members, and staff, is what happens if you make assumptions based on incomplete information and try to move forward and act based on that incomplete information. Thank you for Brian Rumelet on Twitter for this tweet. And when I put this image into PowerPoint, the AI-driven alt-text generator stated that it was a skeleton of a dinosaur. I used this example as part of my presentation, effectively using ChatGPT and other generative AI tools in education for the AECT 2023 International Convention. And it brought up a lot of interesting points. And a lot of people asked questions about it, and we had a wonderful discussion on when you access things and try to use them based on incomplete information, or when you make arguments based on incomplete information, or create things only based on AI or something that's incomplete, it can damage not only you and not only your product, but also other people and other people's work as well. Let's look at something that I did. So I created, this is an image based off of a narrative in a book called Robots of Dawn by Isaac Asimov, and I asked him to generate a image of two main characters in that, and then it told ChatGPT 3 or 4 with Dolly 3, excuse me, to analyze this image and tell me what story or narrative could have inspired its creation. Then it went on and it gives a generic description. However, there are 3 or 4 inaccuracies in this narrative that it gives me. And so if I were to proceed on that and ask it to create another image, it would differ from this. And then would go on, and the narrative would change, or the application would change. And so we can see that it kind of like that game telephone. If you work on incomplete information or inaccurate information, if you answer a spam email that has almost the right information or data, but it's not quite, you could expose a security flaw, or similar things could happen with your assignments. So please make sure that you're acting on correct information and complete information. And this is just a small episode this week. We have a lot to do, and I just thought it was an important informational piece to share, that we need to be sure of our sources and sure of what we're working with and working on. And I hope that this was helpful. Please, again, reach out to me or Ross or anyone here if you have questions or information about something, if you would like us to help you with something, or if you would like to partner with the library on something, have an event here or something, we're open to that. We're always open to have educational resources and educational events for our patrons. So thank you very much and have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time here on the Knowledge Nest.